Hey guys, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about credit repair, what kind of credit repair companies to interview, what they're likely to tell you, the steps they're going to accomplish, and then the things that you can do to increase your credit score. So take a look, and I hope you enjoy. All right, guys, this is another episode of Woke Wednesdays in Real Estate. I'm Sean LaRue with Franklin Loan Center. Thank you so much for joining me. On today's episode, we're talking about credit repair, what you can do to get your credit score up, if you need to hire a company in order to work on that on your behalf, or what are some of the things that you can actually do to increase your credit score on your own. So we're going to just start off with what is credit repair. When you're repairing your credit, it means that you're cleaning up the negative information that may affect your credit score. You have two options. You can either do it yourself or you can hire a credit repair company to do it on your behalf. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is why you should actually hire a credit repair company. Now, I don't totally endorse this. I don't think that everybody has to get or needs to work with a credit repair company. In fact, I largely don't believe in their one-time fee or their monthly minimum payments while they're working on getting your credit repaired. There's a lot of this stuff that you can actually do on your own. But if you do choose to hire a company to do it on your behalf, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does depend on your specific situation. I would probably do it for identity fraud, or if there's something that shouldn't be yours showing up on there. But in general, we'll get to the second part of it. If you want to do it on your own, we'll let you know what you can do to actually repair your credit on your own. So let's dive into what a credit repair company will actually do for you. So generally, hiring a credit repair company might protect you a little bit because there might be some things that you could miss that could actually increase your score without you knowing. So it might be worth the money in order to do the credit repair because they might be able to do it faster than if you were doing it on your own and writing all the letters and doing all of that. But there are basically 6 steps that we take in order to get that done. Number 1, they will carefully review your credit report. They want to make sure that they're looking for any incorrect listings, anything that was reported incorrectly on the credit report in order to improve the score. Number 2, they're going to ask you to apply for the credit repair and actually get signed up in their system as a client. So once they make a match with you, review your credit, and then you decide that there are things that they can help you with, and that they can help you, they will make that determination, and you guys will be able to move forward on that. Number 3, the credit repair company will accept your claim, and if the company decides it can help you, it'll accept your application and start working with you and looking into your credit history. Next up, they're going to write letters. Number 4 is writing letters to the credit bureaus. That's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And they're writing these letters disputing the claim that you owe this money with the creditor. And these letters, typically they'll have 30 days in order to reply to verify the information that the debt is actually in your name, that it was your debt, that you're responsible, and they have to verify that. They have to verify that within 30 days. If they don't verify that within 30 days, typically that item can be removed. And then, of course, they're going to contact the creditors. You're going to need to pay your fees. Typically, what we see is like $89 a month and like $89 down to start, and then like $99 a month. So it could be like $75 a month, but there's usually some kind of a reoccurring fee. And what that is they'll send out the letters every month. The items that don't come back, or the items that the credit bureaus were not able to verify will come off. The items that were verified, those will stick, but then you'll continue to do it over and over again for as many months until we get those things removed. So again, if it is your debt, if it is your responsibility, I don't think going through a credit repair company is likely to be the most beneficial for you. But you also have the option of doing it yourself. So the last thing after you're paying the fees, they remove the listings, your credit's repaired, and then we update your credit report. After all the consolidations and everything's fixed, we get a new report and update everything that way. And hopefully then the score is going to be right on for what we need with the program that we need. Now let's go over the process for you to personally repair your own credit. So step number 1 is going to be, getting a copy of your credit report and reviewing everything on there to make sure that it's accurate. And then you're going to highlight all the items that are holding your credit score down. When you receive your report, you want to make sure you're looking for 3 major items. You're looking for inaccurate information, you're looking at past due accounts, and maxed out accounts. So you want to see if your debt to income or debt utilization ratio is too high. You want to see if those balances are maxed out compared to the limits. You want to see if you're behind on any payments. Obviously, cure the delinquent payments as soon as possible. Bring those current, because the most recent lates are really going to hold down your credit. And if there's any identity fraud or inaccurate information, the credit bureaus are human as well. A lot of the information is actually automated, but it's also there are a lot of different errors that can occur in different situations. So number 2, you're going to want to dispute the inaccurate information. You're going to want to dispute information such as debts you've already paid, whether they're judgments, tax liens, collections, or what have you. If you've already paid those debts, let's make sure that they're reflecting as paid. If accounts are reporting that they're still open, but you've closed those accounts, you're going to want to make sure that information is reporting accurately. And what I would do is I would keep all of the longest accounts, or the accounts that you've had open the longest, keep those ones open, because you want to have as long of a credit history as possible. But if you're not using some accounts, you can close the accounts that you're not using, or the ones with the lowest limits. But definitely keep the accounts open that you've had the longest. Are the credit limits actually reporting correctly? This is a big one too. Is it possible that the credit limit has been increased recently, which would lower your debt to income ratio or debt utilization ratio? So you'll want to make sure that the credit limits are correct on the credit report, that the accounts are current but reported as past due. If you're being reported as past due but you were making the payments on time, you'll want to get those corrected to make sure that they're not reporting you late when you should be reported on time, and that'll be for good credit. Inaccurate account balances. Have you made a payment? Is the balance a lot lower now compared to what it's reporting? And keep in mind, the credit reports are going to run about 30 to 45 days behind. So if you've updated that payment within the last, I say, 2 months or 60 days, it's possible that they just haven't adjusted that new balance. But we can help you update that credit information or do a rescore if we are updating balances or maximizing that debt utilization ratio in order to increase your FICO score. Number 3 is get current on past due accounts, right? If the balance is reporting past due, but you're actually on time with it, you'll want to make sure that that's reporting correctly. But if you are in fact past due on the payments, make sure that when you're applying for a loan, that all of that credit has been current for the last, I'd say, about 6 months. Otherwise, your credit score is going to be reporting 30, 60, or 90-day lates, and that's going to hurt your score, as that's going to be the most recent information that's reporting for your credit. So late and missed payments will hurt your credit. If your credit history still shows you haven't paid your debts, the banks are gonna be like, well, if you can't make your payments on time now, why would we give you more credit? So make sure that you've got your payments made on time, and that'll give you a better chance of getting approved for your loan. Number 4 is fix your credit utilization ratio. You should put your focus on fixing your credit utilization ratio, which represents as much as 30% of your potential and final credit score. 30%. So 30% of your score is determined by the amount of credit card debt or credit card credit limits that you're using. Okay, so basically what that means is if you have a $1,000 credit line and it's at $500 or more, at $500, that's a 50% debt utilization ratio. Rule of thumb says keep that ratio at about 30% of the limit. And we're finding right now that the best credit scores have either a zero balance on the credit card account, or maybe like a small $10, $20, $5 balance. So that'll really get your credit score up as well. Number 5, for one of the last things that you can do to personally manage your credit if you don't want to use a credit repair company, and that is apply for some new sources of credit. Maybe your credit's not, maybe you don't have a lot of credit, or it's considered to be thin credit. When you're gearing up to buy a house, you'll want to make sure you have at least 3 different lines of credit, either 2 credit cards and a car, or multiple credit cards to verify that you have a good credit history. Now, don't apply for the credit cards right before you're applying for the home loan. You'll want to open those new lines of credit, keep a small balance on there, $0, $10, or $25. Make the payments, pay it off. But what holds down your score is opening up new lines of credit over a short period of time. So if you're applying for a home and you just opened up 2 new credit cards within the last 3 months, your score might actually be a little bit lower than it was before you opened those cards, because they don't know how responsible you're going to be with the new credit cards. So if you just keep the balances low, wait for a few months in order for those new credit cards to season, I think you're going to find that the credit score will jump. You'll have more credit history there for you. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity for you to, hey, if you're actually watching this video, then you're already on the right track, looking for more information, and you're trying to better yourself and your situation and your family in order to buy a house. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do, to help you, educate you, and make sure that you're getting all the information that you need in order to qualify for a loan. So don't hesitate to ask me for a free consultation regarding your specific situation. I can help you answer any questions you have, get you pre-approved, and get you going. I'm licensed in 7 different states, in Washington, Oregon, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, Nevada, and California. So if you're in any of those states, I'd love to help you out. If you're looking to purchase property in any of those states, we're here to help, and we look forward to it. So I'm Sean with Franklin Loan Center. I'm having a great day, and I hope you are too. That's a little bit on credit repair, credit companies, credit repair companies, or what you can do to increase your FICO score. Thanks for joining me. If you thought this information was good and enjoyed it, or thought it was very helpful, smash that thumbs up button. Give it a like. If you have experienced anything in the past and want to talk about your experience or how we can help you out, we would love to help you out and give you some additional information to get you going. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe. I'm going to be bringing you more information, local updates in the Palm Springs area, what's going on here in the desert. And as usual, it's just paradise here. So I'm having a great day, and I hope you are too. Stay hungry for knowledge and stay positive out there. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.